Hey friends, happy full moon in Capricorn. Oh my goodness, did you have an opportunity to see the beautiful moon last night? Or maybe you'll have a chance tonight. I was fortunate enough to be out with friends last night, and on the drive home, I had to pull over at this local pond and stop and just sit with the moon because it's a super moon too. So it appears to be bigger and fuller in the sky, but just really beautiful Capricorn full moon. So Capricorn is shining a light for us on the beginning of this year because the calendar year starts with Capricorn, January. So this is a really great check-in point to see where you are. If you made an intention or a resolution for 2023, this is a really great course correction point. Do you need to pivot? Do you need to pull back or just stay on the same path with what you had set out as an intention for yourself for 2023? For me, I don't do resolutions, but I do choose a word of the year. And I know quite a few of you also do that same idea of just picking a word of the year. So whether it's a word of the year, an intention, a resolution, I want you to think back, or the moon, I want you to think back right now to the beginning of this year. So again, to January, and where were you at and where have you grown thus far? And what is working for you? And there is a big signature of this year, 2023, of letting go. What is needing to fall away, to let go, to move by the wayside. We moved through some powerful shifts so far already with Saturn and Pluto, and just very, very recently Neptune going retrograde. We had the eclipses, the third final eclipse in the Aries and Taurus. So just there's been a lot of shifting, changing, and that all happens on an internal level as well as it plays out worldwide. But as you're reviewing your year so far, I mean, it is hard to believe that we are more than halfway through this calendar year. It's just a really, really lovely time to check in. So I know for me personally, my word of the year has been shine. And, right now it's beautiful with the sun's rays shining down on me. But if you recall, we had a very long winter, very long. And there are times, and there still are times, that I feel like I'm thriving and I'm shining, and other times I don't. And that's just the way, life goes sometimes. And gather the lessons and pull ourselves back up and move back forward, and that's all we could do. So check in for yourself on that. And once again, if you want to look at how Capricorn is affecting you personally, it is in opposition to the sun being in Cancer. So Cancer is the cardinal sign that begins this summer season. We had the summer equinox the summer solstice, just recently. And for me, that was a really beautiful day. I had the opportunity to go with some students over to France and to Switzerland, and just got back a few days ago. And what was interesting, I did write a blog post about some of the things that I have been personally working through on my journey of, self-love and reconstructing myself and my family after the divorce of 2020. And when I came home, I wanted to see some pictures of the first time that I ever went to Europe. And I found these pictures from me and the group of students I traveled with when I was about 16 years old on the beaches of Nice, which is where our tour ended. And what made me just laugh out loud was that there I was wearing a U2 t-shirt, because as I wrote in the blog post on Let Love Rise, the backdrop, the soundtrack for my travels through France, when we weren't listening to French music, was Bono's autobiography called Surrender. Bono, the lead singer of U2, 40 songs, one story. So I have been listening as I drove through the winding roads of La Route Napoleon, through the Alps, down through the Verdun area into Grenoble and down to Nice. I'd been listening to Bono telling this story, and I was so struck because as he was telling the story, there were places that he was mentioning in his story that I was actually visiting, Saint-Paul-de-Vence being one of them, which is one of my most favorite towns now. So he's talking about that, and then he's talking about Nice, and as we were in Nice, I was like, this is just so weird. And then coming home and seeing that picture of me wearing the U2 shirt, just it made me smile. And I guess I'm sharing this story to say that there are some things that are just consistent in our lives, you know? Some things like the love of things that we have from a very young age, that it sticks with us, and it's a beautiful part of ourselves to embrace, and just know that this is part of what makes me me and what makes me shine in this world. And I love the music of U2, and it was right there for me to see that. So beautiful in so many ways, a beautiful full circle moment for me to get to travel with these students, visit some of these places, end my teaching career at Sage, which was bittersweet, but necessary. That was one of the things that I am letting go of as I move into my new chapter. So really, this full moon is just a moment to look back. All the retrogrades as well are moments to look back. Saturn and Neptune are both retrograding in Pisces, so that's again an area of your chart that you can look at those specific points and see if you have planets or points at that same point in Pisces. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about and would like to have an astrological chart reading, you could do that over on my website, letloverise.com, and there is a form that you can fill out to connect with me, and I will reach out to you and help you understand your personal astrological birth chart. But it could speak very specifically into areas of your life where Saturn specifically, where you need structure, some boundaries, some more solid, solidity. And also Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, where this full moon is taking place. So Saturn is kind of a big deal right now. I also just recently wrote a post on what Saturn retrograde might mean to you and how it can help you to just move forward to build your most courageously authentic life. So Saturn and now Neptune is also retrograding at the final points in Pisces, and then Pluto moved back into Capricorn. So we've got a lot of that energy happening right now, and as we move forward into the summer, there's going to be some more really big energies coming through with the north and south nodes of the moon are going to be also shifting signs. Venus will be going retrograde in Leo. There's going to be a lot that is going to be further highlighting ourself and what we want to bring forth, what newness, what change, what transformation is calling us forward. And as we know, to make space for anything new, we have to release the old. So what are you releasing? What is the beautiful celestial lights shining on for you and helping give you the nudge that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I know, and I definitely feel how painful a loss can be and how hard it can be to move through that energy. But I also know that it is a necessary part of our healing, our growth, our expansion, our transformation. And without it, we stay stuck and stagnant. And, you know, I think this life is meant to be enjoyed to its fullness. And I would rather feel the pain and move forward and then have the beauty and joy in equal measure than stay stuck and stay stagnant. So I hope that this just gives you a moment of reflection as you look upon the beautiful Capricorn full moon And also just spending the next couple of weeks as you watch it weighing down, thinking back to 2 weeks ago. Perhaps you set an intention for yourself, but remember that the Cancer new moon, that is the counterpart, will be occurring 2 weeks from now. So the new moons are occurring after the full moons for the remainder of this new year of new energies. So that will be happening on June 16th, 17th, and there will be a lot to discuss at that time. But for now, just enjoy your summer travels. Enjoy the people that you're with in the process, the good, the bad, the hurt, the joy. All of it is part of your journey. So please, I just hope that you take it all with a lot of love and grace when you don't feel like you're shining. You know, when you feel like you're falling and feels like Notre Dame is, you know, the roof is crumbling in on you, just knowing that it is a part of the process and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, particularly if you surround yourself with scaffolding, with a good community. And speaking of community, I just wanna close with a couple of announcements. I'm going to be spending the rest of my July traveling, experiencing life and friendships and new discoveries and just resetting in lots of ways. And then once August rolls around, I'm going to be offering quite a few new offerings, new workshops and classes. And there's 3 that I want to mention right now. The first one will be on the full moon in Aquarius on August 1st. And that is going to be called Moon Power. It will be a class workshop that I'll be leading. So look for Moon Power. Information will be up on Let Love Rise real soon for that. The second offering is on August 11th. I have 2 beautiful souls who are going to co-lead a workshop with me called Awaken the Divine Spirit Within. They will be helping us to really uncover what is blocking our light. Where is fear getting in the way of us being our most courageously authentic self? And how can we remove those blocks and really resonate and remember who we are and bring that person out to play more often and more regularly? And the really special part about that class and workshop is that one of the co-hosts of the workshop is a jewelry maker, an artisan, and she will be helping us to create a token. I do believe it's going to be earrings. I don't know about you, but I love earrings. But a token of our inner divine spirit, so that we can wear them as a memory of everything that we uncovered in this workshop. So that will be on Friday, August 11th. Rough details are on Let Love Rise currently, and more to come on that. And then on August 16th, there will be the new moon in Leo, which is the Aquarius counterpart. And for that, I am going to be having my second guided meditation with the healing sound bath, the crystal bowl sound bath at the Salt Sanctuary in Boise, Idaho. So again, you can, all the information for that is already on Eventbrite and on the Salt Sanctuary website, as well as on Let Love Rise. But join us for that. It's a really beautiful experience just to bathe yourselves in sound and the healing energy of the Salt Sanctuary. And I will guide us through a meditation that talks about the current energies that are present in the universe and how we can tap into them. So lots coming our way, or my way, our way, the community's way, in August. So I invite you just to check all that out and participate as you are able. And so I will leave you with that. Enjoy the beautiful summer sunshine. Escape to water whenever you have the opportunity, especially in this beginnings of the summer, as Cancer is a water sign, and just reminds us of the healing power of this energy. Oh my goodness, there's an otter. Huh? That is so cute. I have been to this river many, many times, and I have heard that there are little otters. Well, hi, little guy. And that's the first one I've ever seen. Very cool. All right, thanks for listening. Have a beautiful, blessed week, and I'll see you back here in 2 weeks for the new moon video. Many blessings. Happy travels.